Champions, le fournisseur exclusif des bagues du championnat USPORTS.
Hello and welcome to the USPORTS Women's Rugby Championship on CBC. I'm Karen Paquin along with Paul George. Today, the hometown Laval's Rouge et Or will battle it out against the University of Victoria Vikes in this grand finale. This is the gold medal match here in Quebec City.
Yes, hi Karen. Well, it's great to be here for this final game. We've seen two teams who've defied a bit expectations, both of them coming in as the second-ranked seed from their respective leagues, and now they find themselves in the gold medal game.
Defying the odds is the word. UVic's Vikes came in seeded 8. Laval Rouge et Or seeded 6.
Yes, they both. It's actually a bit of a storybook matchup here. UVic Vikes beating the Rescue champions, Ottawa GGs, and U Laval beating the Canada West Championship winners, the UBC Thunderbirds, in their quarterfinals. So it seems destined that these two teams would face off for the championship.
And we've seen Laval being so supported here with huge crowds, but the Vikes look so strong. They don't look like they have any flaw to their game, so it will be very exciting. And we will see what this game will have for us. We will go for a short break, and after that, this will be the kickoff of the gold medal match opposing the UVic Vikes against Laval's Rouge et Or.
Il ne faut pas se considérer comme à part de l'écosystème forestier. L'humain, il fait partie de la forêt. On a les équipements, là, aussi les infrastructures là, qui permettent de soutenir la recherche de haut niveau, très fondamental, très poussé.
Les obstacles, je les vis comme un défi. À l'Université Laval, l'atmosphère ici est vraiment très ouverte de collaboration.
Ben, je pense que tout existe déjà et qu'il faut tout redécouvrir encore. I like the idea of seeing the human as part of the forest ecosystem. And we have great infrastructure for that. So we have high-tech lab for fundamental research.
What really stimulates me is to try to find the right tools. At l'Université Laval, we have a very collaborative atmosphere.
Everything has been already invented, but everything has to be rediscovered.
Hey USports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Unbelievable! History has repeated itself! Get the stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Here we are in Quebec City, ready to kick off this gold medal match between the UVic Vikes and the Laval Rouge et Or. As you can see on your screens, both teams are getting ready as the tension is building up. Everybody in the stands is super excited. The wind is blowing from left to right.
Yep, we chilled down a little bit since that last game. Temperature descending to about 4 degrees now. But as we said, such a strong support in the crowd for the Rouge et Or. We set a record here, the rugby community in Quebec City on Wednesday night for that quarterfinal. 3,577 spectators for women's sport. That's the biggest number of fans for a women's university sport in Quebec. We might be reaching close to that number today.
I wouldn't be surprised to beat it and break it again. Today, the referee for the gold medal match will be Shanda Asmus. She will be assisted by Carson Young and Jérémy Jamin on the sidelines, as well as David Birubibriand in the technical zone.
So UVic will be kicking off, coming from right to left in your screen. Of course, wearing the blue and yellow jerseys.
Early apology, it's hard to see the numbers on the UVic's Vikes.
But we're doing our best. And it's well received by Laval.
Laurent Chabot taking it forward.
We're underway here in this gold medal game. That's Fortin with a quick pass out the back, but goes to ground. She's able to recover her own pass, though. And unfortunately, penalized for holding on.
Turnover is good. And I expect to see the first shot at goal.
Yes, of course. UVic so dangerous when going for goal.
Or not.
Maggie McKinnon deciding instead they want to set the tone, get the more points on the board with the forwards working through this touch, this line out.
Yeah, the wind blowing really hard against her, I'm not very surprised because it would have been a hard, long kick against such a wind.
Yes, smart tactical option here. Laval going to try to disrupt this, but unable to. They'll have to defend them all. UVic setting the strong attacking platform, and driving forward is UVic.
Huge
driving
ball.
forward again and easily marked down there.
Maddie Jumeau will dud down for the first point of this final game.
What a statement from the Vikes in these first minute and a half. The maul is set. So dangerous, this attacking maul. You can see the ball working back there. Well, you might not be able to see it. It's all sealed in there, but Jumeau sees the line. She knows it's time to score.
This is how you want to start your final.
Yes, and now McKinnon has a little bit less pressure to start finding the range going into this wind here. Moving the ball up another 5 meters from where that initial penalty was.
This is a warning for the Rouge et Or.
Definitely.
This means if you're not getting out of your zone, we will take every opportunity and put points on the board.
Yes. Yes, the Rouge et Or will have to shrug this off and go back into it right away if they want to stay in this game.
McKinnon with the kick.
McKinnon doing her best. And she's able to put it just over, defies the hostile home crowd and gets the extra 2 points to bring us to 7-0 for the Vikes just 2 minutes into this gold medal game.
The game of soccer is in action next weekend with the Protocase USPORTS Men's Soccer Championship presented by Bell from Cape Breton University in Sydney, Nova Scotia, exclusively on CBC Gem and cbcsports.ca.
Deep kick to get things underway again from ULaval, pinning UVic back there. Of course, ULaval being told to leave that ball. They don't, though.
La Chapelle Johnstone.
Penalized for not releasing in the tackle. Of course, she's so eager to get her hands on that ball, change the momentum, but once again gives away a penalty.
McKinnon against the wind will assure her kick.
Yeah, safe positioning there to set up this line out. We'll want to see from Laval a stronger defense here in this line out. UVic so strong in the line-out attack. Once again, it's taken, this time under pressure, not clean, but they go for the maul. The maul has been tackled cleanly, says the ref, so UVic will have to adapt here. It's knocked on there, the base of the ruck. Maybe some bodies just shifting at the last second. That's a big momentum shift. You can hear the crowd. They're excited to see Laval in attacking position.
Yeah, Naomi Bertrand-Cléry got up and was a little bit scared to see if the penalty was going to come her way.
Not sure if she had done right or wrong there, but she's done right.
Scrum on the mark of 30.
Evenly matched scrum here. Frechette brings the ball out. Champagne puts it deep. A deep kick rolling and just going short. That's a dangerous option there. UVic will have to work hard to cover that in the future. With Laura Gay on the far side, such a dangerous weapon for the Rouge et Or this year.
Yeah, Laura Gay was in position running onto that kick, but it bounced very quickly and it rolled out of bounds. Great position to defend from for the Rouge et Or.
Yes, they've worked from receiving, from being scored on just 2 minutes ago. They've been able to push back to the 5-meter line. Referee calling something here. I believe not straight on the line out. So UVic penalized for playing a bit, not putting that ball down the middle of the line. It has to be a fair contest in the line out. It can be so hard when you're throwing that ball in.
Best platform of attack for the hometown.
Yes,
So
Laval.
far.
Laval set up on the 5-meter with the scrum. Flechette to put in.
Champagne ready to charge out in the backs.
UVic.
Alice will take it away.
Teberge is brought down just inches from the line. Flechette looking for options. She's got her forwards with her. That's Bertrand-Cléry, I believe, who's brought down millimeters from the line.
And this is it. Cécile Leclerc
Cécile Leclerc works so hard.
to get outside of the defenders and just reached out with her hands.
So we can see just extension. We saw that in the bronze medal game as well. Most of the tries coming from just great body work to extend over that line, and Cécile Leclerc putting her team back in this game. Audley Champagne will look to equalize it now with the conversion.
Champagne taking her time.
Yes, the crowd going silent, the home team. UVic charges down to try to break her confidence,
And
but
it's good. Flags go up.
unflappable is Audley Champagne as she puts over the score, and now we're at 7-7. Tie game in the first 7 minutes of the match.
Canada's top university runners head to London and the historic Thames Valley Golf Course for the 2023 USPORTS Men's and Women's Cross Country Championship on November 12th. The women's race begins at noon Eastern, followed by the men's race at 1. The 2023 USPORTS Men's and Women Cross Country Championship next Sunday, exclusively on CBC Gem and cbcsports.ca.
Thanks, Karen. We've just seen Teberge receive that kickoff and take a commanding counterattack, bringing Laval up to the halfway line almost. Champagne forced to dig for that ball, but she takes it.
Silky hands and
she drives
big
forward.
legs.
The forwards getting involved now. That's Teberge again. Teberge brought down on the, well, not brought down yet, but UVic finally able to stop that attack.
Big pressure in the ruck.
A big counter ruck there from the Vikes. They want this ball back. They've seen how this game can turn on a dime in just 1 minute. Flechette now passing out to Ouellet. Again, that kick from Champagne. This time,
Lauragais almost getting it.
once again, just a bit too much for Lauragais, but so dangerous. Champagne and Gay, that combination.
She's getting repeat speed on the outside.
That's something UVic is definitely going to have to counter as they move forward. They've seen it a couple times now. They can't always get lucky with that bounce.
And I see no reason for them to stop. using that tactic. But right now, it is a...
UVic, this time clean in the lineout is Jumeau, taking the ball through, setting up that maul, and they're inching forward. It's sheared off, still driving forward. So dangerous, this maul. It's a long way to go, but they're setting this platform.
It's a long way to go, but they're just looking to get a penalty.
Yeah.
But Laval remains disciplined.
Laval very disciplined, in fact, pushing the maul back in the end there. UVic attacking the short side, using their forwards, trying to get a few punches in. Creeping that ball back. Extending that ruck for the box kick that we've seen all tournament. So dangerous, that box kick. Well received, but that's the kind of pressure the box kick puts another team under.
It was well caught and well distributed, but unfortunately, Chaquette didn't quite have her hands ready. And this is the kind of mistake that you can't really afford in a final match when you're looking for gold.
No, and UVic is going to be very fired up by that move. They know how dangerous that was in their semifinal and in the quarterfinal, that high box kick, putting teams under pressure.
But Chaquette's a fifth-year student athlete, and she will not lose her confidence with just one misstep. Strong shove from Laval. Good pressure, but UVic does well.
UVic does well to recover the ball, but there's a lot of positive tackles here from Laval. Looking scrappy in that ruck and driving through, but cleanly winning that ball. Finally, back and forth. Oh, so hard to keep track, that battle in the center of the field there.
Referee Asmus almost giving a penalty, but changing her mind.
No, deciding, in fact, it was clean. And UVic again to attack on that short side. Setting the ball up here are the UVic forwards.
Great tackle by Cécile Leclerc.
Lovely back inside ball, once again brought down. Out the back here. Driving tackle, both players working so hard, but brought down by Laval there. Vikes again, that tip-on pass. Leclerc has her hands in, but she is not able to get the ball back.
She really nearly grabbed the ball.
Vikes latching up. They want to punch through the center field. Their forwards are working so hard. McKinnon distributing the deep pass, and Vikes are being driven back. The ball squirting out there. Another tip-on pass. I believe that's... Oh, that's a penalty given against Laval.
For not rolling away. So whenever you're trying to poach the ball, you have to make sure that your own teammate is not impeding the way that the ball can come out of the ruck for the attacking team. Because her position was good, but her teammate was still in the way. Sometimes, as sad as it is, you have to leave the ball there.
Yes.
And not really try to put your hands on it.
Yes, that second row combination of Tilly and Champion for UVic working so well together. Taking the ball down, setting the attacking platform. You can see the wrestling match that's going on at the front of that maul to make sure the ball gets back. It's tackled illegally, though. Laval penalized for collapsing that maul.
Yeah, Maranda being alone for a second and overpowered and fell backwards. And right now we will see McKinnon with her first shot at goal to break the tie and try to go for 3 points.
Just going ahead. She's in really, really good position here for taking the lead. The hometown crowd. McKinnon just short. Oh, no.
Slides right over by an inch.
Slides right over by an inch, exactly.
What a kick, McKinnon.
So ULaval to restart the game here as the ball comes onto the field. It is UVic 10, Laval 7 in this gold medal game. It's anyone's game still, back and forth. Champagne puts the ball up short. It's a bit too short though. The ball does not go 10 meters. Yes, they're having to reset this kick here. So UVic will take the scrum.
So no one was going to touch that ball because
No.
it didn't go 10. And the attacking team didn't have to, really?
No, the ref asking just to tap that ball down so she can reset the game. Don't want to waste all of our time standing around there. Scrum to UVic. Black Janmat putting the ball in here. It's a solid scrum, not moving anywhere. And UVic decides to kick for distance. Well covered by the Rouge et Or.
Lauragais with the first touch of the game.
And that's Fortin taking the ball in. That inside pass. Both teams looking to exploit that short side, and ULaval is able to do that here.
Laurel Chabot with the chip over. Pressing into territory.
UVic unable to recover.
And she gets it! This is a try
Well, this
for the Rouge et Or.
something out of nothing there. A lovely chip over the top, just getting away from the UVic backline, trying to cover the space. You can see here Chabot sees the space.
Into space, chips over, keeps running.
And that bouncing ball is so hard to time sometimes, just going off the defender's foot.
Emmy Pierce trying to...
Emmy Pierce,
Emily Finley trying to walk on her hands.
Finley just a millisecond too slow there. What a shift in momentum.
What a score.
It's now 12-10 Rouge et Or over the Vikes. Champagne sets herself up to try to win the extra 2 points.
Champagne slides to the right of the post.
So it will remain 12-10 in your gold medal final.
The best of women's soccer is on display next weekend with the USPORTS Women's Soccer Championship from Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, only on cbcsports.ca and CBC Gem.
McKinnon taking her time here to get us reset. She puts a deep kick in again. UVic has liked that option. Teberge, well covered though, breaks one tackle, brought down by two Vikes. The Vikes finding themselves under pressure, but really positive, aggressive tackling there from the Vikes, bringing down Emily Fortin.
Zoe William putting her shoulder into the ribs of Emily Fortin.
So
Fortin just getting back up.
Yes, good responsive play here, but that's the kind of momentum that Vikes want on defense. Disrupt the play. Very dangerous on defense is Zoe Williams.
Good position for UVic.
Attacking scrum in the middle of the field. We've seen a lot of those this tournament. So many options for the attacking team.
Maddie Jumeau at the back.
UVic looking to split the back line here. Laval gonna have to make some decisions.
Yeah, choosing to overload that right side.
Scrum is set. The ball is in.
And
Black Janmat passes out to the left.
good leg drive.
It's Pierce there driving forward. Again, that inside ball. Jumeau with a quick pop off the ground, keep the play alive.
The last second effort tackle by La Chapelle Johnstone to stop this inside ball. And now
UVic driven.
numbers on defense.
UVic driven back. They were outnumbered there on that side in the end. Second rows from UVic have been working so hard this tournament. Tilly and Champion. And we see here McKinnon. McKinnon's
stepping and weaving, and bashing.
And a quick pick there from UVic, getting the extra space. The offload is good. UVic brought down just 2 meters from Laval's line. They have the momentum going forward and have gained the penalty advantage. Laval ding for offside there.
There will be points at the end of this.
I'm sure there will be.
Sequence.
Yes, indicating they'd like to go for the points there. Oh, well, what heads-up rugby from the Vikes after being driven backwards. 1-2 possessions, and they're into the red zone and able to capitalize with some points.
Yeah, the combo, Blatt, Genmat, and McKinnon being extremely dynamic, picking apart the defenders that are close to the rucks.
Yes, exactly. A lapse in judgment from those defenders on the post of the ruck there. And that's all it takes for UVic to be right back in this. McKinnon's taking all the time that she needs now. She has 1.5 minutes to make this kick. She won't want to be rushed.
The crowd putting some pressure onto her.
Yes, but she knows what she's doing. She'll be letting it wash over her.
And the flag go up.
UVic takes a 1-point lead, 13-10. Such back and forth, Karen. This is finals rugby.
This is 21 minutes of nail-biting rugby. Extremely exciting.
You couldn't ask for anything better today. Such a great back and forth. Both teams playing so positive, making chances out of nothing. That's what we like to see. Champagne maybe putting a bit too much on the top of that kick, going right up the middle to Jumeau in the center of the field.
Did well to gather the ball, Jumeau.
Yes.
Bouncing.
Secured there on the short side for UVic.
Great tackle again by the number 2, La Chapelle Johnstone.
They're building that caterpillar ruck. The ref has not said balls out yet. That box kick, so dangerous. Teberge recovers it though, and she attacks the short side.
Big fan.
Right into 2 Vikes though. A deep pass.
Oh, the hands of Chaquette. And the transfer and the space. Laura Gay with the step, cutting in.
Able to recover there. That last pass just not going quite to target.
They'll build their momentum again.
Leclerc taking it in. The inside pass from Frechette. Well targeted there. But UVic reacting in defense, only giving up 1 meter or 2. Miscommunication by Laval.
Is intercepted by UVic. Referee making it clear who's in charge here.
Yes. Running to the end of her patience there, but UVic maintaining possession. That's Williams, supported by most of her forward pack. And again, we see UVic taking their time to set this box kick.
And Laval being ready to...
This time Frechette just not able to take it in. We've seen that a few times in this tournament. That's why this box kick is so deadly.
Despite the players really leaving the line and expecting the box kick, there is a lot of wind.
And as you said in the in the bronze medal game, Karen, it's kind of a bowl here. The wind doesn't go across the field. It's kind of trapped. We're right in the edge of U Laval's campus. Lots of buildings moving the wind around here, these currents.
Yeah, one corner it goes left to right, and the other corner it goes front to back.
Yes, and of course, the sun is starting to set, so everything coming into play here. The lights are turning on. UVic to put in. Blat Janmat at the back of her scrum. Goes on the short side. But a knock on there off that perhaps unnecessary offload.
Incredible tackle by number 9, Corinne Fréchette.
We see
Probably the smallest person on the field, but is she a good tackler?
playing above her weight there. And we can see, I believe that's Faith Tilley, slow to get up after that scrum. She's had such a standout year. The business student from Halifax.
CBC TV is your home for the 2023 Canada Life Vanier Cup from Kingston, Ontario. Catch the best in university football action Saturday, November 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBC TV, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca.
UVic will have to defend this scrum now. They were under pressure in the last one, but can they change the tide here?
Laval scrum, solid as a rock. And the big boot.
Big kick of Champagne.
Audrey Champagne, and the wind just catching high up in the ball and moving it around.
Yeah, fortunate not to knock it on there is UVic. But gaining that extra meter off that kick, so critical. Strong ruck. Referee says U Laval has turned that ball over. The Bleu Géant working so hard, those forwards targeting the backs. UVic's backs who maybe weren't expecting that big counter ruck effort.
The home team really challenging in the right areas of the field, and they're putting pressure in the right rucks.
Yes, exactly. They're not wasting their energy trying to turn over every ball. UVic, we've seen UVic working well at this too through the tournament, being able to identify weak spots and get those strong forwards with hands over the ball. We've seen quite a few turnovers coming from the likes of Casey, Ugrek, and Jumeau all weekend, or week rather. Deep line does not go to plan though. UVic turning it over, taking that ball.
Jumeau with the charge.
And the box kick again. UVic loves this option. This time, Frechette is confident with her catch. U Laval have the ball at the halfway line.
Choquette did well to sustain the pressure as she was isolated for a second. Maranda goes forward.
Miranda breaks into the halfway line. A flat pass there, but with energy. UVic push backwards. Laval moving forwards. Fortin brought down. Frechette picks.
And the advantage will be to the Rougeards because there was a knock in the...
Attempt at the intercept there. A very risky inside pass. Lucky for Frechette to have that outcome. Another chip through. Once again, so dangerous. Charbonneau is there. Gay is there.
Both wings teaming up on that close side.
And UVic latches and puts it through. Of course, they've weathered the storm now. They've recovered that advantage, so won't go back to a scrum now. And once again, no surprise, a box kick. Lachan Mat
In the hands of Alice Théberge.
brought down just inches over the halfway line. Deep pass, another deep pass. This is Champagne. Champagne moving. She gets around one, she gets around two, and she's knocked the ball on in contact. UVic counterattack now on that far side.
It's too bad there was a bit of space on that left side.
And another quick kick over the top. This time no one's at home. Sampson able to pick the ball up. She returns kick. And she finishes that off with the tackle of her own. Well done from Samson. But UVic just able to target these weaknesses in a blink of an eye. And they're maintaining that 1-point lead as we approach the 30-minute mark of this first half. And UVic able to turn the ball over. Holding on to the ball there at the bottom of the ruck, but
one player is down.
One wonder.
Looks like Chloe Miranda.
One wonders
holding her left knee.
Yeah, the end of that play there. One wonders whether she might have cried out. Everyone seemed to give up there. Ball coming to a penalty for UVic. Well, we are only 30 minutes into this half, and things are moving so quickly in the blink of an eye.
And the great tackle of Samson. And the turnover.
Turnover, but is this where the injury happens? Can't see much. Here's that contact. Having received attention, no changes made. McKinnon to take the ball, put into touch here for the UVic Vikes. Vikes holding this narrow lead. But it does not make it to touch. Laval. Samson now in the middle of the field. Samson trying to move forward, but brought down by the wall of blue and yellow jerseys. Going on the short side now. They have space.
This is danger, women. Not quite connecting.
Note that forced pass. UVic given the option here because that ball was knocked forward and out. They'll have the choice of attacking weapon here.
A scrum or a line out, and they will pick the scrum as, like we said, there is quite a bit of wind, and the uncertainty of the line out.
Yes, we've seen
will favor the scrum.
We've seen both teams have the line out not go to plan, forcing some or causing some unforced turnovers rather. Scrum perhaps the more safe option. UVic puts in. Chimo picks and pops to Janmat. McKinnon now.
McKinnon almost going.
She had a line
through
there.
A hole. Actually, this is McKinnon.
Yes, sorry, that was. On the short side, stop short, but driving through 1, 2, 3 Rougeois players, finally brought down by the fourth.
Super dynamic.
Setting this attacking platform, that punch into the middle of the field. McKinnon takes the ball. A flat pass. But a turnover, not releasing. It's unfortunate there. That was a lovely strike line, I believe from Williams.
Well-timed turnover, Cécile Leclerc. Strong over that ball.
Yes, Laval getting a break here. Champagne finds touch, not pushing her luck too much. As we say, it's quite windy here. Just wanting to make sure that they have a little bit of a reprieve.
They could have chosen to go with the scrum and the exit from that middle scrum as well, with the tough conditions. We say tough conditions. It is not raining. It is only windy.
No rain, no snow, but still, you want to look for those little advantages, and that's not what Laval wants. As we talk about, the scrum might have been the safer option there. UVic able to get fingertips on that ball, and now it's UVic on the front foot. McKinnon, deep pass. Lovely offloads there, but crunching tackle on the short side.
Alice Teberge.
Tilly inching forward, bringing in 3 or 4 defenders. Loose ball, well recovered by the Vikes. McKinnon now dancing a bit, able to go up the middle. Short side, not a lot of options ready, but momentum still in UVic's favor. A deep pass now to the far wing. So UVic starts to punch back here again. Tilly.
A second hesitation from number 9.
McKinnon kicking, I believe. Well recovered. UVic had to work hard there. There was a couple players who were caught in an offside position, so perhaps a bit disconnected in communication
and
there.
The long box kick over the head of the opposition.
Yes, just rolling deep into UVic's zone. They have the space here, though, on that far side.
And they have a lot of speed as well.
Yes, a big injection of pace there, I believe, from the fullback, Maël Reed. That ball's down here. It's Champion taking the ball in. She's been working so hard as well. That second row combination, so dangerous. And once again, we see the box kick. Referee saying you must play it. A short one touched by Laval, so everyone's on side.
Lucky bounce. And they're into space, UVic.
UVic, some 7 skills here. So many of these players involved in development programs with Rugby Canada in Victoria.
Just one too many offloads. This is so promising for UVic.
So promising for UVic, but of course you have to keep that composure, maybe not forced to score every possession. Have confidence in setting up that ruck to build the platform. So it will be a Laval scrum back on their 10-meter line. We've seen both teams kind of pinned in this zone now, mostly in U Laval's half. Energy coming from the home crowd. They've won the penalty. That scrum collapsed. Front row from UVic going to ground. They'll have to execute this line out, though. Champagne is looking for distance. She's looking for distance, but she doesn't get it as that ball does not go out of bounds, knocked backwards by Pierce.
But Sampson coming through with the tackle again. And the turnover.
Unfortunate from Vikes there, from Pierce working so hard to recover, but not releasing the ball. Sampson doing so well to make that big hit on the chase. Now, this is a tough decision for the captain here, I think. Does she go for points or does she go for the try?
She seems confident that she wants a try.
So it will be a time to execute here. LaChapelle Johnston will have to find her mark here. We can see the call coming in from the forward pack. Leclerc relaying the information. Fortin is up, and it's just too high for Fortin, but it's cleaned up by the back at Laval all the same, so they have the ball still. Just a little miscommunication in that line out today. Laval again in possession. Forwards moving forward under the posts now, under the uprights, and just knocked forward.
Yeah, I'm not sure this was targeted for the player who tried to catch it.
No, I think we've just seen a few lapses in communication. Maybe the blood's running a little bit too hot in Laval's ears at the moment, trying to get those next points, get back from this deficit of just 1 point as we inch towards the halfway mark. Well recovered from that box kick. UVic was perhaps hoping to win the advantage off of that.
Laval really trying to
Miranda slips one.
Pressure.
She slips one and takes in 2 defenders. The ruck moving forward, trying to get that clean ball, but it's slow. The deep pass there, Charbonneau under pressure, does well, but dangerous move there.
Williams really trying to gather back the ball.
Williams working so hard on defense. That inside pass, this time a bit too static. UVic is well ready for it.
Yeah, they've seen it once or twice. And the pressure on Audrey Champagne.
Yeah, that pass not going as planned from Leclerc. Fortin alone on the wing, on the exterior there. Second row battle going up against Tilly.
Does well to go forward.
Number 4 versus number 4 there.
And there's a penalty as Champagne was tackled without the ball because she did drop the ball backwards and the tackle just kept going at her.
Yep. Not something you see so often. It's a very broken play type of situation that UVic Vike, unfortunate in a sense there, not being able to see that the ball had fallen. So
this is one of the core rules of rugby.
Champagne looking for touch, but again, not finding it. Well covered by the Vikes. Back three players supported there. UVic slowing the game down. Being told to play the box kick, no surprise here. It's high. Flechette takes it very cleanly though.
Both teams are
Champagne now
ready to play
long pass.
These box kicks.
A bit too long. Gay now.
Laura Gay,
with
like
some
a knife
speed.
and butter, and into contact hard.
Flechette wants that ball. She wants that ball, but UVic, well, penalized for not letting it come. Ref slowing things down. This has been quite a few penalties.
Laura Gay holding her shoulder as she was tackled maybe slightly high.
That long pass. Here's Laura Gay now. She slips one defender. So discussion about the contact between the ref and the assistant referee on the sideline. Unclear here. So the ref deciding that there was no foul play coming from the contact position there.
Tickets for the 2023 Canada Live Vanier Cup in Kingston, Ontario begin at $20. Order your tickets to the biggest football game of the year by visiting vaniercup.com or by scanning the QR code on your screen.
So scrum down. This time, scrum chosen. The lineout hasn't gone to plan for Rougeau, so they'll be looking to take this platform forward. We've seen some great battles between those forward packs in open play. Can Laval drive this scrum forward is the question. Oh, it's not moving anywhere. Even contest.
Alice Deberge, strong in contact.
Deep pass now. Another deep line. That's Gay again.
Choquette.
Choquette brings in support. The forwards doing their jobs now, taking those one-off passes. Another one-off pass.
Deberge.
You can feel the momentum growing here. Momentum building as Flechette looks for the deeper pass. One
in
more.
The back, and Audrey Champagne will dot it down.
What a turn of events from 10, 12 phases in their own zone. They are now able to score.
Wow. And the home crowd is erupting as Champagne receives the ball at the back.
Chabot finds Champagne with some space. She's so dangerous. She's got a great little step and a great little feint there to get over the line.
What can you do? You have Champagne with the ball in hand. You have Laura Gay right on her outside. You can't defend those two.
The UVic backline has to make a decision, and in this case, Champagne makes them pay for it as she sets up to convert her own try, to see if she can tick these points over to extend the lead for U Laval. And she does show.
Successful.
So going into halftime, it is 19-13 Rouge et Or over the UVic Vikes in this USports Women's Rugby Championship gold medal match.
What a game. This is so exciting. And both teams will take a few minute break and we will see you right after the halftime for the end of this gold medal match here in Quebec City.
Hey USports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Peu importe à quoi ressemble votre vie, vous pouvez compter sur nous. Pour la vie comme vous la vivez. Assurance, placement, conseil. Canada Vie.
Earlier this afternoon, USports announced the bracket for the 2023 Women's Soccer Championship, and we're excited to give you a preview of what you can expect when USports on CBC begins its exclusive coverage of the championship next Thursday from Queen's University. The teams are ranked as follow. Number 1, RSEQ champion from University Laval. Number 2, OUA champion, the Ottawa GGs. Number 3, AUS champions, the Senefex X-Women, followed by 4th ranked Trinity Western Spartans. Champion of Canada West. Queen's University draws the 5th seed as the host and OUA finalist. RSEQ runners-up from the Université de Montréal are seeded 6th. Number 7 goes to the Canada West silver medalist from UBC, while the 8th seed goes to the OUA bronze medal winning McMaster Western. So the matchup for Thursday's quarterfinals are at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's the number 3 X-Women taking on number 6 Carabin from Montreal. At 1:30 p.m. Eastern, it's number 2 Ottawa facing number 7 UBC. On the opposite side of the bracket, the top-ranked Laval Rouge et Or face the 8th-seeded Western at 4 p.m. Eastern, while the number 4 Trinity Western Spartans face the host and 5th-ranked Queen's Gales at 6:30 Eastern Time in the nightcap. Join us for all of the action of the 2023 USports Women's Soccer Championship beginning Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube. Our coverage of the 2023 U Sports Women's Rugby Gold Medal match continues after this quick timeout. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Peu importe à quoi ressemble votre vie, vous pouvez compter sur nous. Pour la vie comme vous la vivez. Assurance, placement, conseil. Canada Vie.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
USports on CBC, presented by les championnats USPORTS à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, just do it. Faites-le. Fox 40, celebrating more than a decade of the Fox 40 USports Coach of the Year Award Program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année USPORTS. Veriburn, medical supply partner of Varsity Athletics since 1979. Partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. Barron, exclusive supplier of USports Championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues du championnat USports.
Welcome back. As we are about to watch Welcome back as we are about to watch the second half of this thrilling gold medal game, opposing the hometown Laval Rouge et Or to the Cinderella story, the UVic Vikes.
Yes, Karen, this has been a lovely game of rugby. Back and forth, all first half. 19-13, the Rouge et Or lead at this moment, but it can go either way. There's no clear story at this halftime except that both teams are really here to win this game.
Laval putting a late converted try at the end of the first half, taking the lead and taking it 6 points up. But this game is anyone's game.
Yes, exactly. That last try there, a culmination of a long phase of play that didn't always go Laval's way. They tried to set up a couple of penalties and weren't able to receive that line out cleanly. So they changed things up, went for the scrum, and ended up winning the penalties in the end. We're seeing the players coming back onto the pitch. Of course, Laval being the home team, they've been in the change rooms, they've been keeping warm and talking game plans. As UVic's been keeping active, getting some few hits on the tackle bags in that extra time, warming up the subs and keeping everyone on the same page. UVic, of course, wearing the yellow and the gold and blue of UVic coming to you on your left of your screen, as the black of Laval comes from right to left. We have a very excited and rowdy crowd here at the stadium, at Stade Telus. The rugby community in Quebec coming out in full force to support the home team. But of course, to underscore, having a national championship here in Quebec is so good for rugby in this city.
Yeah, the home crowd has showed up every game, and they've carried their team forward.
Yes, we can say they've been the 16th player on the field there. It's such great interaction. We've seen the number 9, Flechette, getting the crowd going in those quarter and semifinal games that they won by just 2 points in the quarterfinal and just 3 in the semi. So Laval used to keeping the score short and tight here. Champagne brings us back into the game. A short kick, and it goes off the head, off the face, so not a knock-on. UVic able to recover here, but
yeah,
under
surprisingly,
pressure.
when you get the ball to the face, it's not deemed a knock-on. It's just your ego that's a bit attacked.
It's exactly right. It's happened to the best of us. But
and the ball is
well
stolen.
Ripped here by
right
Champagne.
Out in the tackle by Champagne.
Yes, she works so hard there. Get hands on the ball, rip it out. Flechette digging for the ball. It's Miranda, Chloé Miranda looking now to drive forward. But she's driven a bit too much. She's taken a bit too much and not released the ball.
Turnover awarded to the scrum half, Black Jamat.
Great heads-up defense from Black Jamat. Getting her hands on the ball, not letting go. So McKinnon looks to clear some space here after an early penalty. McKinnon finds touch. Solid effort here. They just approached the 10-meter line.
And UVic will have the wind in their favor for this second half.
Yes, we can see the assistant referee's flag waving there. The wind is coming across, and as we've mentioned here, it's kind of a trap for the wind. Certain parts of the field, it goes left to right.
Tilly, and it's tipped, but well gathered at the back.
Well gathered indeed. UVic driving forward, still going, breaking 3 tackles now. Deciding to attack the short side is UVic in the blue and yellow. That ball slipping out the side, Flechette able to get hands on it. Lucky break for Rougeau as the Vikes were looking so dangerous on that short side. Now forced to play defense. A deep pass to Chabot rather, and the kick through. Both teams, their kickers are liking those options.
Yeah, it was a good option. I could have seen it go hand to hand, as there was space, and we know how fast and dangerous the wingers are for Laval.
Yes, they're dangerous, both wings for Laval. The lineup going well this time for UVic, setting the maul, setting a long maul here. Always tough to defend. Laval doing well though to defend, but it's picked off the back by Jumeau. She's alone, and she's lost the ball. But that winger not getting onside for that first tackle. Bit too eager to steal the ball. McKinnon happy to send her team further into Laval's space to try to claw back this game. Only down by 6, a converted try will bring them into the lead.
And after 3 minutes, it is the UVic Vikes marching into Laval's territory.
Jumeau to throw here.
Fans, you too can celebrate each USports team gold medal with your very own commemorative apparel for T-Litz and Sports. Check out shop.usports.ca on Tuesday afternoon for the exclusive USports Champions Collection. But hurry, supplies will go fast on this limited time offer. That's the USports Championship Collection on sale Tuesday exclusively at shop.usports.ca.
Well, as you saw there, what a commanding maul from the Vikes, able to move that ball forward and win the penalty. McKinnon happy to take this chance to win the line out again. Laval is going to have to be a bit more disciplined, the Rouge et Or, to defend this maul.
The Vikes pressing into Laval's territory, but the crowd responding with a chant of their own.
And the ball going just a bit too far there. A miscommunication from the UVic lineout, giving Laval the break. And they've got the penalty as well. They've attacked that, tried to tap that ball out of Corinne Flechette's hands. She doesn't mind though, she knows that it's a clean ball for her team.
Champagne will kick for touch.
So just both sides not able to execute the attacking lineout where it counts.
It is so hard with the wind. It's almost as if it takes options away from you.
Yes,
and then it makes it easier to defend, which puts pressure on everything.
Yes, we talk about it. We can see here from where we're looking, the wind is going left to right in the UVic Vikes half, but across the field from the far side to the short side on the Laval side of the field. So
this one's clean though, and it is taken down legally by the Vikes.
Yeah,
and Champagne boots it in the midfield.
Scrappy kick there for the Vikes to recover, but such powerful drive. Short side.
Testing my eyes is...
Yes, a lovely offload from the Vikes though to get that extra few meters. They're working the far side of the field. Just getting outside, now inside Laval's 22.
Zoe William, a machine everywhere on the field.
And that's Tilly, Faith Tilly, loping forward.
Catching that very flat pass.
Yeah, so dangerous.
Champion, the captain.
Brought down now. Vikes holding this momentum forward. Laval will have to be very careful not to give away any penalties here. Just forwards, just punching back and forth. It's a slugfest, but it's knocked back. Under pressure there's Blatt Janmat. Jumeau. Champion. It's a game of inches here, but it's a dropped ball, dropped backwards. So UVic again able to recover. They still have an attacking opportunity, especially on that far side here. Laval having to work so hard. They're back to where that ball was dropped right away.
Champion
not releasing though. There was hands, Rouge et Or hands were able to get on there. The black jerseys swarming onto that ball.
What fatiguing efforts.
Yes, it's so tiring when you're a forward to be in that position, just running into wall after wall of defenders.
And Champagne finding a short line out.
Yes, she's not pushed her luck. She was a bit perhaps over-ambitious the last two attempts, so she wants to just make sure this ball goes out. It'll be up to the forwards now. We see a middle ball called, cleanly taken. Laval opting to run out of their own zone. Always a bold move, but it seems to have worked out here. Flechette able to get the ball, but she's alone. She has to take it on her own. And the forwards have to work hard now to support her.
Leclerc going into contact.
It was Charbonneau acting as scrum half there. Miranda.
And that's Choquette.
Choquette.
Offloads to Flechet.
Flechette gets the ball down. Someone needs to step up. Once again, it's Charbonneau, I believe.
She has played a lot of minutes at scrum half in her career, so it comes in handy.
Yes, always a dangerous option to have a backup on the field.
Champagne
tackled high, so there, I believe, there might have been indication of advantage there, but no advantage coming actually. So it's a turnover there. Unfortunate. Chabot asking about that high tackle. You can See, Laval was set up. They thought that they had the penalty there, but they're going to have to defend.
And Jérémy Jamin being just right there.
He decides that
everything is okay for him. But the crowd definitely disagrees.
Crowd disagrees. Maybe that can give Laval the energy to recover this ball. Blatt Janmat to put in. Flechette marshalling her troops there, identifying the attacking space from UVic on that far side. But Jumeau picks on the short side. Léa Ouellette with a desperate tackle, bringing down Jumeau. That short side option is still there.
Blatt Janmat setting up for her
caterpillar ruck, as we like to call it, for the box kick. So dangerous is Blatt Janmat.
And Chaquette.
Chaquette recovering. That's Sampson now.
And Laurence Chabot.
It's taking it into contact on the far side. Flechette to Mohanda. Flechette again with that inside pass, and it's Audrey Champagne in space, bringing in 1-2 Vikes. She's brought down finally in the middle of the field. Flechette looking to get this ball out quick.
She had support on the right side.
Fortin brings it in. She's won the advantage on the high tackle against Audrey Champagne. Flechette darts, not going anywhere though. Still working on the short side. It's Théberge. Théberge driving forward.
So efficient, Théberge.
The advantage still there. Léa Ouellette ducks to let the pass go to her supporting player.
She knew it wasn't meant to go to her.
And the penalty coming. Well,
this fires up the crowd.
Such a heads-up play from Flechette. They've tried that inside pass a couple times. It's worked once, it's worked twice. UVic was able to shut it down for the rest of the first half, but it's just a lapse in judgment there from the UVic defense.
Yeah, Champagne really coming on the angle at speed in the tiniest gap, but she cuts like a hot knife in butter.
Yeah, just the smallest of gaps in the armor there. They've selected the scrum. We've seen the lineout not really go to plan. We have a sub.
And we see Anne-Sophie Caro coming on for Chloé Maranda.
And we also see Soleil Brooks coming on to the field for the UVic Vikes. She's replacing
Quinn Murphy.
So two powerful players coming in early in the game, early in the second half.
Maybe it's Nicole Gams.
Yes, I think you're right there. Our apologies to the UVic supporters. It's difficult to read these jerseys from where we are. So we can confirm that it is Murphy coming out for Soleil Brooks. Soleil Brooks, of course, once again winning the Community Service Award for the UVic, or for the USports rather, championships this year.
So not only a good rugby player, but equally good citizen.
Yes, fully engaged in the community, and that's something we love to see with rugby, giving back to the community aspect of the game. And it's Caro, first touch of the ball. And it's Brooks with her first tackle, so these two subs diving right into the play. A deep pass. Knocked back though. A lucky recovery from the Rougeau as the Vikes were ready to pounce on that. Laurence
Champagne going forward.
Audrey Champagne moving forward. Emily Fortin, the first-year student, making a statement today. It's Caro.
Caro so driving. Powerful.
Yes, she was quite an impact in the semifinals as well.
She's pretty much the definition of an impact player.
Once again, it's Fortin fighting on her feet, but gonna have to work to get that ball back. It's stuck in there deep. It's an advantage called, perhaps hands in from the UVic Vikes.
This will give them an opportunity.
They're going to try that short side. It's Laureguet, but she's brought down.
Alice Teberge weaving.
Brought down by Tilly. Tilly working so hard on defense, trying to galvanize this Vikes defense. But the tackler called for not rolling away, rather.
The tension.
So the referee going to chat with the captain, champion. Warning that there might have... So the referee saying that Vikes have been not good at rolling away from that contact position area. Of course, once you make the tackle, you have to work so hard to get away from the ruck to not obstruct the attacking team from having that ball. So just a warning from the referee, no cards yet. You can hear the music coming in, energizing Caroline Fachette to put in this attacking scrum here on the short side.
I don't think she needs more energy.
No, it's something she has in spades. But the scrum not moving. UVic working
Having to tap it twice, but
very close to turning over that scrum was UVic. But Teberge is able to attack into the center of the field. And it's a quick pick up the middle. Soleil Brooks and many other Vikes involved in that desperate defense. Another pick and another tackle. Again, those forwards from UVic working so hard, not giving an inch. But it's an advantage once again from the side, the referee says. And they've got the score down.
And who to deserve it more than Alice Teberge?
Teberge with the heads-up play to get that ball over the line.
She's covering everything. She handled that tough scrum.
Yes.
Found the ball with her long arms and ran around the flanker. And now she just picked and went
You can
to
see,
add 5 points.
yes, this was some really good phases of rugby, but unfortunately not a good angle here, but she was able to just dart over the side. Vikes must be disappointed. They put up such a strong defense, but it's those repeated penalties that are seeming to get to them.
Yeah, it is impeding their defense. They are very aggressive. They're able to sustain the pressure, but if you play against an advantage every time, yes, you will get the ball back, but you can't play with it because you're always going back to the advantage. Now Champagne setting up for her kick.
Silence at Stade Tellis as Champagne puts it just wide. So it will remain 24-13 Rouge et Or versus the Vikes as we enter the 58th minute rather, of the gold medal game.
The 2023 USPORTS Women's Soccer Championship is next weekend in Kingston, Ontario. And you can get your tickets today by visiting usports.ca/tickets or by scanning the QR code on your screen. USPORTS Women's Soccer Championship, November 9 to 12 at Queen's University.
So UVic, McKinnon looking to get this ball into a position for UVic to recover. She goes on the long side with a deep drive, and it's knocked forward by the Rouge et Or. I believe that's Bertrand Cléry. The ball was just a bit too tall for her, and it goes forward. And of course, oh, it's a penalty.
Because when you catch a ball after that was knocked forward, if you're in front of the infringer, then you will be called for an offside.
Yes, you're offside. So I missed that, but that's a very unfortunate sequence of mistakes. We see a sub coming in for the Rouge et Or.
That's Emma La Jeunesse.
She's coming in for Adele Sampson. Sampson had such a few great takes under the high balls and taking it back into contact.
And huge tackles.
Yes, very strong in defense. She'll have to watch now. Vic takes this maul, well, takes this line out and sets up the maul under some strong competition from the Rouge et Or line out.
This is a good-looking maul.
Yes, they're stopped, but they've still got the momentum, just creeping forward.
Well set up. It's so hard to defend this without.
So the ball is on the deck now. It's a bit of a mess, but well defended by the Rouge et Or. Unfortunately for the Vikes, that player going to ground without really getting the ball back.
They are dangerous. The UVic mauls are well set up. And they look so strong, and so many players are in it. UVic has done another substitution, taking off Zoe Williams, who has been a very strong player into this match, and putting on Sarah McWhinney.
Scrum on U Laval's 5-meter line. Not moving an inch. Such a battle there between the two packs.
Chabot going forward.
Flechette looking for her forwards. They take it into contact.
They set a platform and they go to the big boot of Audrey Champagne.
She makes sure
what a good kick.
She makes sure that ball gets out. It's outside of her 22. She'll be happy with that.
Against the wind, but with the crowd.
So we'll see here this lineup set up for the Vikes. Referee calling time off. We have a substitution coming in for the Rouge et Or. That's Elizabeth Reyes. And she'll be taking out Emily Fortin.
Fortin, the first year, played some great rugby in the last week.
Yes, the last 2 games has been so strong for this first-year student. And UVic, Soleil Brooks is able to clean up that loose ball at the back. The line out not going well for either team in that zone where we talked about it, where it's kind of a cauldron of wind moving around. Hard to read for the throwers. But Soleil Brooks, so strong to be able to take that ball and set up the platform. Knocked forward by the Vikes, though.
Very unfortunate knock on here as they were pressing into the zone. It seems like they're letting the Rouge et Or gets off the hook.
Yeah, just those little mistakes here. We have a UVic player down receiving attention off that line out, it seems. Hopefully nothing too serious, but UVic's bench will be eager to get in and try to change the tide in this game.
Fans, you too can celebrate each USports team's gold medal with your very own commemorative apparel from T. Litzen Sport. Check out shop.usports.ca on Tuesday afternoon for the exclusive USports Champions Collection. But hurry, supplies will go fast on this limited time offer. That's the USport Championship Collection on sale Tuesday exclusively at shop.usports.ca.
So we're just waiting while this UVic player receives attention. You can see players trying to move around, keep active. It's cold out there. The temperature is starting to move down more towards that 2-3 degrees mark. It is, of course, almost winter time here in Quebec City. The referee is content to let play resume. I believe that was Gam. He's just getting checked out. She's ready to go again. So scrum to U Laval in the middle of the field, just outside of their 22-meter line. They're in the lead at this moment, but as we've seen, anything can change. Tons of rugby yet to play in this gold medal game. Champagne. And lovely pass out the side there. So we'll see a penalty here. I believe that's a high tackle. So once again, Laval given the opportunity to set up this attacking position. Champagne choosing to kick, but not finding touch again. Unfortunately for her, that's a few times, and UVic may make them pay for it here. UVic coming with pace and attacking the short side. Again on the short side, it's UVic moving forward, breaking a tackle, being brought down inside Laval's half. But Laval is able to turn it over, the Rouge et Or. And it's Chabot here. A little offload. Charbonneau, she brings in two players. And they don't give her a chance to play the ball. Great awareness from the Rouge et Or backline there.
Laval's entering the Vikes end again.
Yes, just getting over the line. This time, Champagne stays a bit more conservative, but I think the Rouge et Or will be happy with that. They can now focus on the line out.
The Vikes, who were very efficient at putting points on the board every time they entered a position zone, now they seem to allow the exit.
Yeah, they just maybe stepped off the gas a little bit there. Lovely pass out the back.
And Lauragais into space, but the in extremis tackle.
Yeah, the Vikes are able to cover that. Not an easy thing to do. Lauragais so dangerous on attack. Chabot, a little pass here in the middle of the field.
Big clash in the middle.
The Rouge et Or moving forward, inching forward. They've got the momentum now. They've got the penalty advantage now. You see a quick pick there from Fréchette.
And she steps, and she goes, and she makes it.
Brought down, but over the line. What heads-up rugby from Fréchette.
So much speed, so dynamic.
You can hear the home team crowd getting excited. Of course, these are the defending USPORTS champions. Many players were in the squad that won in Victoria last year. And it's Victoria who will find themselves on the back foot against the Rouge et Or in Quebec City.
Yeah, the defending Canadian champion saying we might have come in seeded number 6, but we are not done with this. They are really showing that they belong on this podium.
So Champagne setting up. A hush comes over the crowd. 15 seconds to make this kick. Not to be on that kick, hard position for Champagne. So the score will remain 29-13.
And we have seen another substitution for the Rouge et Or. Eve-Marie Houle comes onto the field for the first time this weekend. Her team has promised her that they will allow her to get back on this field for one last time, the 5th-year student.
Yes, the 5th-year law student in her last effort with the Rouge et Or. And it goes, this time it is a knock-on as it touched the hands. But as we said, happens to the best of us sometimes, a ball off the face.
It is hard when it bounces off your face.
Just got to laugh about it. I'm sure we know the forward packs on both teams will be, they enjoy a good joke. Of course, UVic here now setting up with the attacking position, and they'll really be wanting to capitalize on it.
Backs are split on either side.
Such great form
Laval
here.
choosing to leave UVic's left side more open.
Yeah, they feel confident that the forwards will be able to clear that space. We'll see whether that's the right option here.
Forwards under number 9.
Yes.
Corinne Fréchette. So aggressive. Black Jan Matt with the put in.
A solid scrum here.
And
Just
the big shove.
Inching forward from Rougeol, and they've been able to turn that scrum 90 degrees. They've gained the penalty. Those forwards are excited. They're riled up.
What a moment. Just coming onto the field as a prop and earning a penalty for your team.
And it looks like that scrum might have come down funny.
Yeah, Maud Chabot coming off the field to get some attention.
Yeah, she needs attention from the physio to stop the bleeding there. Coming down.
They might use a blood sub for this.
I think the ref is indicating that she would like that so the game can continue.
She's in the middle of the scrum, so they can't really go forward without her.
Yeah, we can hear the ref. So if there is a blood substitution, that means that the player can be replaced for up to 10 minutes to receive treatment. We see a substitution coming for the Vikes. Number 16, Morgan Warner coming in.
And on the Laval side, Mia Fortin will replace Maud Chabot, if only for a few minutes, as it could be just a blood sub. But she'll be eager to make a good impression. First year student in medicine.
Solid scrum here. Those forward changes.
Attacking that left side, out the back.
It's Chabot.
Chabot with the speed.
She's in space and she makes the pass, and it's lost by Gay. One wonders whether it was knocked on, but
I believe it was lost backward and then tapped her foot.
Yes, I think that was the strange bounce. Uvic recovering and being forced out of bounds, so it will be a U Laval ball. Rougeol just inside the Vikes half. I believe we saw Morgan Warner coming in for the captain, Avery Champion, for the Vikes. They have fresh legs. Ball reaching is Bertrand Clary. She's able to get that ball.
I think her arms got longer.
Yes. The defense from the Vikes, indefatigable here. They're not standing, they're not backing down.
Referee Asmus saying to use it, and Laval not able to.
And that's a great effort from the Vikes, able to win that ball. Some Rougeol bodies a bit slow to get up.
Faith Tilley able to stop the ball from coming out. It is an energy burner when you're a forward into a maul. It is extremely fatiguing.
It takes everything out of you, and when it doesn't go to plan, it just feels like it zaps the energy. So it's a great job from the Vikes to withstand that and gain the turnover. The Vikes need to get points on the board now, though, if they're going to have something to say about this final score.
Backs are set up flat, so they'll look to...
But what a commanding scrum from the Rougeol.
And a high tackle.
Yeah.
Coming from Bertrand Cléry.
No, I believe that was... Yeah, that was Leah Ouellette tackling high. And she's being shown the sin bin. She'll be off for the remainder of this game. In fact, a 10-minute penalty, so U Laval will have to finish this championship down a player.
This could be a game changer, going down to 14 players. There's 7 minutes left.
7 minutes is a long time in rugby.
It's a long time, and they only need 16 points.
Yeah, that's 3 tries, and We've seen how dangerous UVic is. They can easily put up 3 tries in 5 minutes if they get the breaks that they need. So we see Chabot coming back onto the field. That blood sub has been revised, and UVic opting for the maul. Of course, they now have the extra numbers in the line out. They'll want to exploit this.
The defensive attempt is very good, though.
Yes, a solid defensive effort from the Rougeois. This is UVic now.
Going forward, diving forward.
Yes.
And the show and go from Blatt Genmat.
She's still going. Blatt Genmat, such a dangerous attacking position here for the Vikes. As we said, it's just what they need now is to turn this into points. They haven't been able to do that this half. Wide pass now.
And a very good read, Charbonneau.
UVic, of course, looking to exploit their advantage in numbers. Soleil Brooks brought down early.
But the good steal for the Rougeois, deep in their zone.
That was some great defensive work from the Rougeois. You do not want to give Brooks the chance to build up momentum.
They give Emma Lajeunesse a chance to run with it.
She's brought down handily by the Vikes defense.
Now they set up.
Eve-Marie Hood. You can hear the crowd go wild for her. She's a multi-sport athlete as well.
And the boot.
Finds touch. Well, Laval can breathe a little bit easier. They've been able to withstand this first wave at a numerical
kicking.
Yes, this first wave at a numerical deficit. 7.5 minutes we hear from the ref, so still ample time for UVic. They need to turn this time into points, though, this time spent in the Laval half.
They are still in the game, and they need to believe that.
Yes, it's a bit of a mental game. Again, the line out from UVic
Great
going.
line out. Pulled down, though.
Pulled down legally, we should say. That was great read by the Rougeois defense.
Good hit. La Chapelle Johnstone everywhere.
Blatt Genmat to Brooks.
Prop on prop.
Still going to the open side.
The energy of this black defensive line.
A great positive tackle there. Charbonneau teaming up with Audrey Champagne. Maybe she needs to leave that, though. Oh, getting away with it.
Tilly on the short side.
Faith Tilly taking the tip-on pass there from Brooks.
Piper Wash.
She's made an impact since coming in. She wants more ball.
And the intercept, Audrey Champagne.
Audrey Champagne reads that so well. She gets the ball to hand, and they get the advantage. It's offside called. So unfortunate for the Vikes. They were able to defend there.
She takes a second to get up, but
it's Brooks who...
The read!
Yes, in rugby sometimes we say it's telegraphed. Brooks had that pump. She wasn't quite sure whether she was going to make the pass, and that was the cue for Champagne to go for that ball.
And the high tackle.
Well, it's called for offside. No high tackle called.
Oh.
So we see number 20,
Mia Fortin
coming back into the game after covering.
Signaling that they'll take the points?
Yes. Oh, well, a bit of debate. Yep, the points are called.
Yeah, no hesitation there.
No, Champagne wanting to eat up some of this time and maybe get an extra 3 points. It'll be very challenging for UVic to respond now.
Yeah, it would be demoralizing for them, but the ball is live. Should it not go between the posts?
Yes, and Champagne has not been 100% tonight, so UVic should remain attentive. Champagne. puts it.
She makes no mistake.
Puts it over those posts. So the score ticks over to 32. Rougeol 32, UVic Vikes 13.
What a performance, Audrey Champagne.
With about 5 minutes left to play, we see some changes coming for the Vikes. See number 18, I believe. Ball taken up, recovered by the Rougeol. So Sarah McWhinney for the Vikes coming in. It's this U Laval aggressive attacking position. Cecilia Probe for the UVic Vikes has come in for Regan Casey. Emmy Pierce, of course, coming out for Kayla Bellows. And we've had a change for the Rougeol as well. The hooker, Alexis Lachapelle Johnston, coming out for Marie-Léandre La Liberté Desigagné. And we're approaching that end of game. The clock's just ticking around the 80-minute mark. Laval not wanting to risk anything here. 2 minutes to go, says the referee. Hood.
Of Maoul, who takes it forward. Super strong on her feet.
So it's a maul called. UVic able to turn it over, some strong defense, and Brooks picking and going. UVic brought down in the middle of the field. Blocked kick.
Blocked.
A bit of a desperate move there to try to get some momentum going, but right into a Rougeol body.
The Vikes looking like they don't know where to attack. They've lost their composure.
Yes, that's exactly it. They had such dynamism in their attack in the first half, and they seem to just let that go away. But it's
Jumeau
into
space with the long offload.
But knocked on.
And regathered by, is she calling for an offside or just a knock-on?
A knock-on remains the call as far as I can tell. We see a whole wave of Rougeol coming on. Flechette has been taken out. Laura Gay has been taken out.
Alice Théberge also. And this means Roxane Labbé and Roselyne Hood are on the field.
I believe I saw two other players go as well. I believe I saw we hear about 15 seconds to go to the end of regulation time, and then it will just have to be ended by Laval actions. Labbé to put in her first scrum.
Raphaël Boisvert also entered the field, as well as Sarah-Jeanne Provost. This is Boisvert with her first carry.
She does her job. Champagne able to clear, and it's a back-to-back championship for the Rougeol at a home crowd, in front of the home crowd at Stade Telus.
They have taken down every team that came their way. The Laval Rougeol running onto the field. They are Canadian champion 2 years in a row.
It's a great day for rugby, and What a game we've had here today. A lot of back and forth. Once again, the scoreline not really reflecting that first half being so tight between these two teams.
Yet the second half going Laval's way. They were carried by such a big crowd, so many people coming to cheer them on. The Laval Rouge et Or are the 2023 USPORT champion.
Yes, they'll be happy to add a third star to their banner with this championship. Of course, coached by Francois Vachon-Marceau, winner of the Fox 40 USPORTS Trainer of the and Coach of the Year award, rather. You can see the celebration starting.
How good is this for rugby in Quebec City?
It's incredible. It's incredible, Karen. We know we've both lived in the West Coast. We've both played rugby in different parts of the country, but here in Quebec, it's so important to have this development, and I hope that this will bring forward more generations of rugby fans and rugby players.
So many parents and so many kids watching this final. So many kids telling their parents, telling their sports leader at school they want to play rugby.
Yes.
Because this is so inspiring.
Yes, we see this now as the players are lining up for the player of the game, rather. Hard decisions for the committee, of course, as always. One thing that we should mention is so many of these UVic players are involved in the national program, and so many of the Rouge et Or alumni are involved in the national program, playing with the national 15s team in England in this most recent tournament. So Canadian coaches will be keeping an eye on this, and many of these players might find themselves in the same jersey before too long.
Not to say, though, that the UVic Vikes have fought a very good battle. There was so many great performances. Zoe Williams was wonderful in this game, as well as Maddie Jumeau, Justine Blatt-Janmat.
McKinnon making big cannoning kicks. As always, the committee's going to have a difficult decision in front of them today.
They have all the reasons to hold their head high.
Yes, well fought. And as we said, UVic playing so inspiring this tournament, coming from the low seed, 8th seed, all the way up to the gold medal final. They can leave Quebec with their heads held high. Players slowly signing their way, working their way through to receive this honor.
We will be back in a few seconds to see who the committee selects for the Nike Player of the Games in this final.
Hey, USports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
What a game we've watched here in Quebec City as the Laval Rouge et Or took down the UVic Vikes 32-13. And we are about to celebrate the players of the game.
Yes, and the medals will come shortly after, I believe. You can see the Rouge et Or lining up in the center of the field here. Bronze medalist Gales on the left and the silver medalist Vikes on the right.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 days of tremendous competition, it is now time to crown the 2023 USPORTS Women's Rugby Championship winners and the best student athletes. Nous invitons d'abord sur le terrain M. André Darbo, the Human Resources and Finance Vice Director.
We're waiting as well. We don't know who the committee is going to select. We're eager to see. It's tough for us. So many good performances.
So many good performances during the whole tournament.
Yes.
The fight provided us with delightful rugby.
Yes, it's been great being able to comment on this tournament for you with CBC and with USports. As we say, it's so great for rugby in Quebec City to host this type of tournament.
We will turn it over to Marc-Antoine for the announcement of the champions and the medal ceremony, and we will see you right back after.
Number 4, Faith.
Et la joueuse du match du côté du rouge et or, the player of the game for Laval, le numéro 8, number 8, Alice. Plusieurs joueuses se sont démarquées au cours des 3 derniers jours d'action. Ces joueuses trouvent une place aujourd'hui sur l'équipe d'étoiles du championnat choisie par Justin Barrio, assistante entraîneur chez Rugby Canada. Let's now honor the best players of this championship. Each of them will receive a souvenir for this nomination presented by Ms. Skoko and Nobili. The 2023 USPORTS Rugby Championship All-Stars. De rouge et or, le numéro 1, Cécile Leclerc. Du rouge et or, le numéro 2, Alexis Lachapelle Johnston. De l'Université Queen's, from Queen's University, le numéro 3, number 3, Tatiana Jackson. De Victoria, from UVEC, le numéro 4, number 4, Faith Tilley. The Queen's University, from Queen's University, le numéro 5, number 5, Izzy Page. From Guelph University, de l'Université de Guelph, Kennedy Feasby. Du rouge et or, from Laval, Alice Théberge. De l'Université de la Colombie-Britannique, from UBC, Rachel Smith. Du rouge et or, from Laval, Corinne Fréchette. De l'Université de Victoria, from Victoria, Maggie McKinney. De l'Université de Queens, from Queen's University, Carmen Isaac. Du rouge et or, from Laval, Audrey Champagne. De Victoria, from Victoria, Lara Wright. De Victoria, from Victoria, Mel Reed. Et du rouge et or, from Laval, Marie-Laura Choquette. Mesdames et messieurs, une bonne main d'applaudissements pour l'équipe d'étoiles du championnat. Let's hear it for your All-Stars. Et encore une fois, une bonne main d'applaudissements pour l'équipe d'étoiles, your All-Star Team. Mrs. Young will now present the RWPU Fair Play Award. Le prix RWPU du meilleur esprit sportif cette année est remis aux Panthers de UPEI. Voici maintenant le moment de dévoiler la joueuse par excellence, the USPORTS Championship Most Valuable Player. Monsieur Darvaux présentera ce prestigieux prix. And the Most Valuable Player, la joueuse par excellence, du Rouge et Or, from Laval, Corinne Fréchette. Procédons maintenant à la remise des médailles aux 3 équipes les plus méritantes du championnat. I will now invite Mrs. Coco and Nabili to present the bronze medal to the Queen's University Gales. Mr. Johnson and Mr. Corriveau will now present the silver medal to the second place team. L'équipe médaillée d'argent du championnat USPORTS, les Vikes de l'Université de Victoria. The University of Victoria, Vikes. And finally, Mrs. Dion and Mr. Darvaux will now present the gold medal to the 2023 USports Women's Rugby Championship. L'équipe championne de l'édition 2023, le Rouge et Or de l'Université Laval. And finally, it is now time to present the banner and the Monilex Trophy to our new national champions. Madame Johnson-Stabley remettra maintenant à l'équipe championne le trophée emblématique Monilex, de même que la bannière commémorative du championnat 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, your champions, mesdames et messieurs, vos championnes, le Rouge et Or de l'Université Laval.
What an amazing conclusion to the 2023 U Sports rugby season as the Laval Rouge et Or win back-to-back U Sports title and their third in the past 4 seasons. We are thankful that you have been along for the experience with us here on cbcsports.ca. Before we sign off, we would like to take this opportunity to thank people who have worked really hard to bring you these broadcasts as well as coverage of rugby all season long. The executive producer of U Sports on CBC, John Bauer, and his team, Aaron Wilson, Sarah Said, John Edwards, Tyler Mulligan. Our U Sports on CBC streaming partner, ISI Live, including Matt Copeland, Vice President Network Operations and Support and CEO, Baint Nedzuri. Local production provided by Production Axis. The Director of U Sports Rugby Championship on CBC, Jean-François Bouchard, and his team, Daniel Boudreauguet, Simon Fortin, David Paris, Pierre-Alexandre Pelletier, Philippe Papillon, and Pierre-Marc Laliberté. A special thanks to the Rugby Canada game officials and the Université Laval for organizing this championship. A shout out to the Rouge et Or Sports Information Department, including Frédéric Bérère et Andréane Girard, as well as the sports information professional from across Canada. Thank you to my broadcast partner, Paul George, as well as my other partners, Amy Paget and Annika Gray, for their work this weekend. And finally, thank you to you, our fans, for your amazing support of rugby across Canada all season long and throughout this championship. On this, I congratulate the Laval Rouge et Or, and I invite you to continue watching U Sports on CBC. Next weekend, it's the U Sports Men's and Women's Soccer and Cross Country Championship, followed by the UTEC and Mitchell Bowls on November 18th, leading up to the 2023 Canada Life Vanier Cup on CBC TV on Saturday, November 25th. So for the final time, on behalf of our entire CBC Sports crew here in Quebec City, this is Karen Paquin reminding you of the final score of today's gold medal game. The Laval Rouge et Or wins the U Sport Championship, beating UVic by 32-13. Goodbye and have a good night, everyone.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats USPORTS à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, just do it. Faites-le. Fox 40, celebrating more than a decade of the Fox 40 U Sports Coach of the Year Award Program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année USPORTS. Veriburn, medical supply partner of Varsity Athletics since 1979. Partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. Barron, exclusive supplier of U Sports Championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues du championnat U Sport.